Welcome to my channel. I'm here doing a live stream, not eating or anything like that because, the pizza totally came on time. Yeah. Yes. Okay, yes. Anyways, I was eating. I actually have a little bit of pizza left, but I'll put that to the side for right now. This day has been crazy. Oh my gosh, let me tell you. So yesterday I went and hung out with a friend, 6 feet apart, and we did a I guess birthday photo shoot. She's a cosplayer like me, but she actually takes pictures of her stuff. So, yeah. And she was dressed as Persephone, the goddess of spring from Lore Olympus, and she had a beautiful white wedding dress. It was so gorgeous. Anyways, we were talking and we're both making masks and all that to sell and to, help people out and all that. So today I was making a crap ton of masks. And how I make mine, I have bias tape like here and here on it where you can actually tie it. But I was making bias tape and I'm like, man. So, but oh goodness, there we go. Sorry, that was actually my friend on Messenger. That was not supposed to do anything. Goodness. But anyways, yes. So I've been making masks all day, and I've been actually trying to, do something with my life right now. No, I've been trying to write, and let me turn off notifications. There we go. Go away. I don't know how that loud that was for y'all. Sorry. Anyways, though, so I love writing books, and I have two published. Loading Life, a video game novel. My first baby. Uh, it looks way better. There we go. There we go. Sorry. I have a light up here and it's like interfering with the colors of it. And then my second one is The Parents and Guardians Guide to Anime, Manga, and Cosplay. And I've been trying to write a third book, Pride, first book in the Nectari series. And oh my goodness, like, I've been trying to write it ever since, I basically got fired from being a sub because all the schools shut down. Yeah. So, it's been a while. So, I actually was able to write a little bit the other day, but not today. And I'm like, man, I had a list and all that. Anyways, though, we won't worry about that. Today we are going to play Cinderella Phenomenon by Dicesuki. It's dice as in, rolling dice, but ski like in like. So Dicesuki in Japanese means to like very much. Like, anime ga daisuki desu. I like anime a lot. So it's usually what people say to each other if they really, really like them. I love it because in Japanese, you don't come out front and say I love you. You're like, oh, I like you, or I did it, or I like you a lot. It's so adorable. Their language is so awesome. So yeah. But sorry about that. Cinderella. Okay, so I hope I fixed that. Sorry about that. Cinderella Phenomenon. Is really, really cool looking. Oh my goodness. Okay, so from my end, that was like super loud. Cinderella Phenomenon is a visual novel, and I wanted to play something a little bit longer than what I did last time. I don't know how loud that was for y'all, but oh my gosh, that was super loud. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay. Ooh, so pretty. So gorgeous. Waltz Criswell? Fritz, Gerald, Aiden, Liverton. Karma. Hi, Karma. Oh, so pretty. They're all so pretty. Rumpel. Oh, Rumpo. Like Rumpelstiltskin, right? He looks like Arthur Kirkland. Rod Benedict something. Arthur Kirkland from Hitalia, England. So I don't know who I'm gonna go after, but I'm gonna go after someone. This is really cool because I can see different fairy tales within this. So it's really gorgeous. Oh gosh. So pretty. Broken Cinderella is the theme song. I don't know if you can hear it. I hope I don't get copyright claimed on this. There have been like 2 other live streams where it's like, oh, copyright claim. And I'm like, I can't help it if the music pops up. Oh, this is so pretty. So that's a rose. That looks like Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, this one must be Beauty and the Beast then. The rose. The Red Riding Hood. Sleeping Beauty because of Spindle. This one's definitely Little Mermaid. And this one's a star? Pinocchio? That's the only thing I could think of. And of course she's Cinderella. A star. I can't think of any. I do love, like, oh, just look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, we're gonna go into settings. Right choice indicator in full screen. There we go. Is it popping up? There we are. Yeah. Sorry. On my little thing, it didn't pop up. So skip, scene, all, after choices, stop, skip, volume, up, music. There we go. That should be okay. Auto forward time, text speed. Okay. Turn. Alright. Hopefully that'll do it. Continue. It only says continue because I not uploaded it. Goodness. I went into the game to make sure it worked properly. I didn't see that theme song though. That was pretty neat. Okay, start. We recommend viewing the tutorial. This is your first time playing Renpy, a Renpy visual novel. Would you like it? Yes. Oh, look at the flowers. So pretty. Welcome to the tutorial. A quick run through the shortcuts and functions of Cinderella Phenomenon. So this company, they do a lot more than Cinderella Phenomenon. Cinderella Phenomenon is their only one that's free on Steam, and that's why I chose it. But if I like this a lot, I might go back and like buy their other games when I can. To advance through text, click the spacebar or enter. Should you miss a line or two while reading, you can always click the back button in the quick menu that is located on the upper right hand corner of the text box. Good, because I don't like it when I miss text, and especially when it's important. It's like, hey, this is an important choice. Do it now. And you're like, wait, what? What? There's a limited amount of lines you can roll back to when you use this function. The shortcut for this function is page up. Okay, yeah. For lines you have already seen, you can click skip to toggle the activation of skip mode. The keyboard shortcut for this is tab or holding control. Neat. For the best experience, you may activate auto forward mode. It could also be deactivated when you advance the text manually. The text speed and time for the delay may be adjusted through settings. Neat. In-game menus, which consist of the settings and save files, can be accessed by clicking on the glass slipper or simply pressing the right click. Good. So just in case I screwed up on something when messing with the settings, I can always go back. Awesome. In the setting experience, you can customize your reading experience. It also enable, disable full screen mode. You know, we knew that. Yay. Just text speed. Yep. Ooh, you can have up to 72 save files. What? That's a ridiculous amount. That's awesome. Thank you. If you're like me, I'd be like, oh, this is almost an important choice. Save here. Oh, wait, save here. You know. That concludes the tutorial. Yay. Oh, it's so pretty. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals. One was the Crystallum Lucius, protected by the ruler of the fairies. That is the light crystal. The other was the Crystallum Tenebrarum. Probably the dark crystal, just thinking about it, which was watched over by the high leader of the witches. Ooh, I already like this backstory. The Lucius was sustained by love, happiness, and joy. The Tenebrarum, thank you. That must be a German word because by fear, anger, and hatred. Not saying that Germans are fear, anger, and hatred. Just the word Tenebrarum. Anyways, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. Ooh. I love the pictures so far. I mean, I know it's only sketches, but they look really cool. Goes with the lore and all that. That's awesome. They regulated the powers of the crystals in order to maintain balance between darkness and light. For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a time. Then one day, a traveling bard decided to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious, and true love was a usual reward. That is a bold-faced lie, because sometimes people get eaten for no reason. Like, if you really go back to not just the Brothers Grimm, or, oh goodness, there was Perot, there was a ton of them. Anyways, sometimes, things would end very tragically. Very tragically. There is a YouTube channel that is like Hungarian folk tales or Hungarian folklore, and I've been watching some of them. Oh my gosh, some of them, like people just die sometimes. Okay, anyways, the fairy tale spread further than could have been predicted. Dun dun dun. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that fairy tales were true and that the magic of the witches was inherently wicked and cruel. I don't know. Maybe. No. The witches became hated and feared. Aw, poor babies. Eventually they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The high leader of the witches, in all of her anger, created the fairy tale curse. You know, this, like, not the fairy tale curse, but the whole being hunted down and all that, you know, the witch hunt, persecutions that happened to women who were supposedly witches and all that. I've actually used that myself in my books. Pride. There is a witch called Lavanya, and like part of her backstory is that her sisters like have died because of the witch hunts and all that. But it's you think we are wicked, so be it. Just as you have taken our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. The witches used the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. Pain and hurt only produce pain and hurt. Amen. The ruler of the fairies, the Lucius Bearer, sought to regain peace, but the witches were blinded by their hatred for humans who were responsible for the witch genocide. The terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, the Tenebrarum Bearer, the high leader of the witches, was finally defeated. The Tenebrarum was lost, peace was restored, and light once again triumphed. But darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will inevitably return. Here we go. Ooh, Lucette. Oh no. Liz. Oh, that's pretty. And Chaffin. Oh, that's pretty too. Lavanya. Kai. Ooh, that's pretty. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna go with Lavanya. Yeah. Odette. Sadiq's looks so pretty. It looks like a swan. Sadiq and Kai are also some of my characters from Pride. But you know what? Since Lavanya is a witch, we're just gonna go with her. That's pretty funny. Prologue. Ice Princess. Ooh. Oh, maybe that's what it wasn't a star, it was an icicle. It was the Snow Queen. Okay, anyways, my name is Lavanya Riella Breton, daughter of King Gennaro Breton III. I am the crown princess of the kingdom of Angel. Angel. At least that's That was who I used to be. But that was before yesterday when I became a victim of the infamous fairy tale curse. Oh no. Hoser and Clover. Aw, poor pretty baby. Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now I am nothing more than a lowly peasant. I feel like I am stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day. It had started out like any other day. Mayday. Have you heard another person was cursed? What? I am on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices. There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms in hand. These two are slacking off again. That's terrible. What fairy tale curse was it? They say it was Pinocchio. Pinocchio, the fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose grows longer? That's awful. You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think the wicked witches are up to something again? I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after you-know-who was defeated. You two were hired to work, not talk. Ah! We're sorry, Your Highness. As can only be expected from the likes of them. And I don't think she's saying that just because they're maids, but because they, just... Like, if you're gonna talk, at least, sweet. I'm just saying. It's really cool, though, because, them not having faces like that reminds me of Alice in the Country of Hearts. Like, all the minor characters in the background, they don't have faces, and it actually plays into what's happening in the Country of Hearts. So it's really cool. It's a really cool manga series that expands into, like, the Country of Diamonds, the Country of Clover, It's so awesome. Another fairy tale curse. The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I do not have much interest in its effects, even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak. Angel would be better off without the dead weight. I wonder why she gets cursed. Can't tell. If it were left to Mother, the curse would have been banished from Angel the instant they fell prey to it. But Mother is not here anymore, and she will not come back, ever. Princess, the king and queen are waiting in the dining hall. I am on my way. Ooh, so pretty. Look at it. It's gorgeous. That looks exactly like all the fairy tale castles. Okay, there's a castle called Neuschwanstein. It means New Swan Castle, or New Swanstone, right? And it's the castle that is in Germany, in München, right? And it was done by Ludwig I think it was the 14th. But anyways, Neuschwanstein is that beautiful fairy tale castle that, like, most all of the princess castles in Disney were, like, designed after. Oh my gosh, I was able to go there, and it looks so gorgeous, y'all. Oh, you can't take pictures of the inside, but I kind of, like, snuck a few. I got caught, but they didn't have me delete it, so it's, yeah. Anyways, the king, Ophelia, and Rod are all... The king, Ophelia, and Rod. Okay. Are all present at the dining hall. Sorry, my literary instincts were like, okay, the king's called Ophelia. But no, Ophelia is probably the wife. Ooh, Ophelia. Oh, hey. The picture in the background, this one right here. Oh, look, I'm a diamond. Anyways, that picture, I'm pretty sure is Guinevere and what was his name? It was Arthur's right-hand man knight. I can't remember his name. Anyways, it comes from the King Arthur Tales. Guinevere, and I forgot the knight's name, but that's what it is, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, everyone's present. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their presence. Ooh. Gennaro. King Gennaro. Good morning, Lavanya. Well, at least I have a beautiful dad, right? Good morning, Your Majesty. Good morning, Lavanya. Ophelia. And Ophelia is the name of, oh goodness. I can't oh man, it comes from a Shakespeare play. I can't believe I'm blanking on all this. Like, this is my jam right here. Totally blanking on all of it. I'm terrible. Lavanya, Ophelia. Is she Prego? Look at her hand. I think she's Prego. Ophelia Widdensolve. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker. Ooh. She could never be a true queen, for she pales in comparison to mother. I take my seat next to the king, then look up at the person sitting opposite me. Hello, handsome. No. Rod Benedict Widdensolve, my stepbrother, is bored and quiet as usual. Never mind, he's not that handsome. He is 2 years my junior and is the younger of Ophelia's children. He is mute and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. That is an adorable plush bunny, by the way. It was apparently given to him by a fairy. So, I want to say, let's pause here. I want to say that this game might be something like, oh, hey, you have to help all these people solve their fairy tale problems while you solve your own. This one, since he has a bunny and he's blonde, no offense against blondes, I'm pretty sure it's Alice in Wonderland, right? But, you know, maybe it's just me. Maybe Rod is short for Roderick. Anyways. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with, but his older sister. Ugh. My eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She is probably the most infuriating person I have ever had the displeasure of knowing. Emmeline? Emmeline. Oh, that's a pretty name. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and forgot the time. And here she is. Good morning, dear father, mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you too, Lavanya. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Emmeline Widdensolve, Rod's elder sister and my stepsister. Okay, their last name Widdensolve. It's probably pronounced Widdensolve or something like that. But the OV at the end either mean it's Polish or Russian. I can't remember. When I was learning a lot of like German language stuff, I learned a lot of other language stuff as well. So now, can I speak German? 9. Oh. She acts as if we are blood, as if she too were born a princess. As if she could be crown princess, perhaps steal my place. I will never let that happen. Now that everyone is here, let us begin. Butlers glide inside with silver trays to carefully serve us breakfast. So, Emmeline, you were reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you? Oh, yes, there are so many, and they are all so wonderful. Thank you so much, Father. I am happy that you like them. I love them. It's so strange that the library didn't have any of them to begin with. That is because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned. But why? They are such charming stories. Fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things they do not deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. You know, it's kind of weird too, because you know she's probably like Cinderella, and so she has the two step siblings and the stepmother. However, it's starting like from the top, and I guess it goes bottom to the bottom. You know, she goes to the bottom. Instead of rags to riches, it's riches to rags. And she's the one being a jerk, not the other ones. Though I can understand why. Because she herself, you know, she lost her mom. And then her dad just goes out and marries some random person. You know, and of course in their culture, like marrying below your status is probably like a no-no, right? So she's like, what's up with that? Am I being replaced? So, but that's of course me coming from like a teacher perspective. You know, it's like, oh, this kid may hate this other kid because reasons that you don't even realize. And you're like, oh, wow, you're not that much of a butt. You're just, you know, misunderstood. So most kids are misunderstood. Anyways. And when their wishes do not come to fruition exactly as they want them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place. What are you implying about the witches, Lavanya? The atmosphere shifts, the air in the room growing heavy. I am a witch! I am a witch! I continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall. Okay. Have you any idea what you are talking about, child? Witches have caused nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Even now, they still spread the fairy tale curse to our innocent subjects. The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Angel. I was very young then, and Mother forbade me to leave the palace, sometimes even my room. I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone. And so I cannot bring myself to care. How do you know the cursed are innocent? Our people have been toiling day and night to rebuild Angel after the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I am endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day I wonder what your mother taught you about. Leave Mother out of this. So he must have been either fighting or going out and helping people when Mom was at home. Dear, please. Lavanya, darling, your father didn't mean to. I am not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy. Oh, dang. Lavanya, will you show your mother respect? No. If it were me, I'd be like, I may not be your mother, and that's okay. You don't have to consider me your mother. But as a princess, you should show more class. But that's just me, and I do things like that in my head, not out loud. She is not my mother. I set my fork and knife down and stand up. I am done. Excuse me. My father and I have never got along, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker. My father, the king, has been 17 years, and I have never felt any love for him. He treats Emmeline and Rod, who only entered our lives 1 year ago, like his own children, better than he has ever treated me. This has been my life ever since Mother passed away about 4 years ago. Mother was the only one that was there for me when no one else was. So maybe her dad was out of the picture, like not necessarily on purpose, but he was out dealing, because, her dad isn't just like some dude. He's the king. So he was dealing with everything, right? And now in the time of peace, unfortunately, her mother's passed away. So there's no one to buffer her and her dad. And then the only person who's there, Ophelia, she doesn't get along with Ophelia anyway. So it's like you can't buffer if, the person doesn't respect you. So it's really hard. Yeah. Oh, man, all the psychology. It's beautiful. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she would still be here. Why the sour face so early in the morning, princess? Hello, pretty. I'm pretty sure he's not related to me, so. Actually, I did kind of like this dude earlier. Let me guess. It's the queen, it's the king, the queen, or Princess Emmeline. Or is it all of them? I ignore his question. Fritz, what are you doing here so early? I'm running some errands for my father. He probably doesn't talk like that. Fitzgerald Aidan Leverton, son of the highest knight of the Order of Caldera. His father, Sir Alcester, has served the royal family for many years. Sir Alcester is one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned to the honor of becoming my personal knight. His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays. You should wait in the throne room, then. Thank you. Princess? Yes. I haven't seen you smile once since I met you. Why is that of any importance? Still, I do hope to see you smile one day, princess. Oh. They all have gold eyes. That's really cool. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll see you at 10. 10? Don't tell me you've forgotten. Forgotten what? You're going to town today, remember? I deflate as the realization dawns on me. Oh no. It has been 2 days since the king issued the order. It's it's a backstory within a backstory. Lavanya, I would like you to accompany Emmeline on one of her town outings. Mm. Surely you can send maids with her instead. I would not have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send her with her maids. I want you to make an effort to get along with your sister. Step-sister. She is your sister, and you will treat her and Rod as if they were your blood. 2 days from now, you are going to accompany Emmeline outside. Ugh. It has been 4 years since you last left the palace. Ever since then, you have locked yourself away. You barely leave your room. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because her mom died. Did you comfort her? I don't know. Angel was in a grip of war back then, but now the kingdom is safe and back to its former glory. I want you to see how beautiful Angel really is. Lavanya, a princess must know her kingdom. Then why not send her personal knight with her, for protection? Just saying. Go with Emmeline, and she will show you the town that you only ever see through your windows. Is that an order? If it needs to be. Are we clear? Lavanya, understood. Puts Frog in bed. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shake my head, removing myself from the memory. I am safe here. Princess, are you all right? It won't be that bad. The townsfolk are good people. How can you be so sure? I am one. Times have changed. People change. That is precisely the problem. Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end. Sometimes change is for the better, Princess. I think you'll see that today. If you'll excuse me, I shall see you later. I think she should go with him. Oh, look at the... Oh, it's the Disney princess. Ah! Okay. Delora, do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? I wish you could talk to me. You and the others. Okay, so pause. Not all of these are Disney princesses. That looks like Megara. That looks like Alice in Wonderland. This one looks like Sophia the First. She is a Disney princess that's on TV. Cinderella. Tiana's dress. It looks like Belle's wearing it. This one kind of looks like Belle. This one kind of reminds me of Thumbelina, but maybe that's just me. And Delora is so gorgeous. Maybe her mom was half witch and no one knew. Who knows, right? Oh, see, I love that bed. I wish I had a bed like that. My dolls are my only friends. They are the only ones I can trust. Unlike humans, they will never betray me. They will never hurt me. They will always be there for me. The moment I saw Delora, I knew she was special. She was different, so elegant and realistic. It was almost as if she was breathing. She was a gift from the king on my 17th birthday. I only started receiving dolls from him when Mother passed away. Mother does not believe in birthday celebrations. Okay, so her mom passed away 4 years ago, and let's say the year after that, he gave it. So 17, 18, 19, 20. So she's like 2021 then. Neat. Legal age! Anyways, but every year at midnight, a letter would appear under my door. It would contain instructions leading me through the palace on an adventure to a room filled with gifts, cakes, and sweets. So it was probably her mom. Maybe her mom is her mom's either a fairy or a witch. That's my guess. Or half fairy, half witch, A child's dream. I had been fascinated by the dolls, which had always held a little greeting card. A card with the words, I love you, on it, signed by M. The card would tell me to keep those celebrations a special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. Mother always found a way to show me she still cared, in her own way. The secret celebrations had stopped as soon as she had disappeared. Oh, poor baby. Yes. Excuse me, Your Highness, the king has requested your presence. This better not be another lecture. Tell him I am on my way. Oh, she bows. Oh, that's cute. I will see you later, Delora. I want to make Delora's dress. Is that just me, or... I want to make all the costumes. I'm so glad I did this. This is very pretty. Oh. Good morning, Your Highness. Sir Mithros. Sir Mithros, the royal advisor. He reminds me of the Cheshire Cat, but that's probably the eyes. He probably has nothing to do with the Cheshire Cat, so let's hope not. Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does Sir Alcester. Every day you look more and more like your mother. I sometimes find Sir Mithros talking up to Mother's portrait when he thinks no one is looking. He must have admired her a lot, but I cannot bring myself to think highly of him. There is something about him that puts me on edge. It's probably the beauty mark, but that's just me. Yeah, like that spot, if you can see it, that is not something on the screen, that is his beauty mark. It just looks weird-ish because, it's just like a dot. 1 pixel can make you more beautiful. Are you on your way to see the king? I shall not keep you then. Until our next meeting, dear princess. She's like, creepy. Your Majesty. Lavanya, are you ready? You will enjoy this, Lavanya. I've heard the toy shop has lovely dolls. Toy shop? This will be good for you. You will get to know your sister better, and you will be able to interact with and learn about the people of Angel, about our subjects. You will not learn anything. I will not learn anything I do not already know. What's that? I don't know. It's a street sign. Why do you always believe that the people around you are incapable of good? Because I have seen how quickly people will betray and manipulate each other just to get what they want. Mother warned me about human nature. You do not see clearly, Lavanya. If you would only open your eyes, you would be able to see how good people really are. I believe I am already quite capable of seeing the true nature of people. After all, I have seen that there is no good in you. Oh, dang. Snap. Lavanya, Where were you when I needed you 4 years ago? Where have you been ever since? Back then, I'd been overflowing with grief and pain. I'd just lost Mother, my entire world. I'd hoped that maybe he would have shown me love and compassion. Even just a hug, just to let me know someone was there. He was probably dealing with the entire kingdom. And see, that's the one of the drawbacks that I wish people would show more in like movies and books and all that when it comes to children of high officials or, kings or queen, whatever. Is that maybe the king is ignoring their child because they have an entire kingdom to run? I never see that. Or if I do, it's like very few and far between, and I can't really like think of like, oh yeah, example A, So it's something I think about when I'm like, oh, for my big epic tale that I want to write someday, like, oh, excuse me, big epic tale I want to write someday, like, remember, maybe kings are just like, not that bad, right? It had been a childish hope I had been left alone. I did not see him for months, had barely even heard his voice. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. Sorry, I thought I heard something. So, anyways, let's keep going. This is what you have taught me, Your Majesty. I know that I've hurt you. I know that there's nothing I can do to atone for what I did. But please, Ophelia and her children are not part of that. They do not deserve to be hated. In the end, they still matter more to him than I ever did. Lavanya, enough. I have already said I will go. Everyone is waiting outside. I shudder at the thought of leaving the palace after so many years. Lavanya, it will be okay. How can you be so sure? Thank you for agreeing to accompany Emmeline. I would not disobey any order from the king. Excuse me. She doesn't even call him Dad. Oh, sad face. Oh, hey, they use the same. They use the same stuff. Oh my gosh, there's like a hidden Mickey. That's neat. Oh, look at this. Oh goodness, what would you call it? Tintin. It looks like Tintin and his dog. So, oh man, that's cute. Okay, sorry. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Anyways. Hello, how can I help? Viorica. What? Viorica. Viorica. I don't like the name. Emmeline! I mean Princess Emmeline! How good to see you! I trail Emmeline, ignoring her as she embraces her friend. I glance around the small shop. The dolls displayed are nowhere near the quality of the ones I have in my room. Oh, she said, I cannot understand why Emmeline insisted she buy gifts for her friends here. I cannot believe I am outside the palace. There is no need to be so tense, Princess. I would never let anything happen to you. Your only job is to relax and enjoy yourself. You ask the impossible of me. Well, at least he was able to go with her, though, because I was like, wait a minute, why wouldn't he go with her? Wouldn't make sense. Just, hey, princesses, just go out into the world and, don't die, but no one's going to be there with you. So, anyways, so glad that Fritz is there. It's not like he's cute or anything. There's no need to be formal, Viorica? Victoria? See, that would make more sense. Anyways, I'm still the same as I was. Oh, yes, Rod's come along as well. It's been a while, Viorica. It's good to see you again, too, Rod. And I must introduce you to Her Highness, the Crown Princess Lavanya. The look on Viorica's face as she takes a step back from me and is all too familiar. Fear. My apologies for being so rude, Your Highness. Good morning. So not all of their eyes are gold. Sorry, I was just thinking about that. And this is Sir Fitzgerald, Sir Alcester's son. It's a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Oh, you're Sir Fitzgerald. You really are as handsome as Emmeline described in her letters. I'm sorry? Emmeline, oh, look, she's blushing. Oh my gosh, does she like him? Oh no, I liked him first. Go away. Please, don't mind her, Sir Fitzgerald. I'm sorry, Emmeline. Oh, right. Don't blow my cover. So, what brings you all the way here? Oh, I'm here to get some toys, gifts for some new friends. Toys from here, are you sure? Of course I am. I cross my arms. I would prefer we finish this errand as quickly as possible. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Your Highness. Princess, I can barely breathe in here. I just want to go back to the palace. No way, he's called Fritz. Yes, he's called Fritz. Sorry, person who just came in the stream and all that, or in the live chat. The live chat is like 30 seconds off from what I see. So yes, he is called Fritz. In German, I can't remember what that means in German. But yeah, it's a Germanic name, so I don't, hopefully it doesn't mean anything bad in any other language. Yes. Anyways, a beautiful lady, not just lady. Good morning. Gasp. Up until this point, I had always considered Mother to be the fairest beauty in the land. The lady that walks in proves me wrong. Oh, snap. Her beauty is mesmerizing and clearly without peer. Everyone in the shop is openly staring. I've met people like that where everyone's like, and they kind of drool a little bit and all that. You know a dude named Fritz. Well, don't worry. He's not the same Fritz. He's much more beautiful. Actually, I don't know who Fritz you're talking about, so let's pretend that you don't know the other Fritz. Looks by your emojis that you're like freaking out, so don't worry. This one's Fitzgerald, so much spectacular. Oh, I know where that name comes from now. Fitzgerald is the not lieutenant, captain, I guess. Yeah, he was a part of the German military that actually helped out George Washington's troops. So, yes. So, anyways. Oh, hi, store detective. Oh, that's awesome. Some people call you Fritz. Anyways. Everyone in the shop is openly staring. Yes, because look how gorgeous she is. Like, very pretty. Oh my goodness. And I see, oh goodness. Rapunzel's. I am very bad with names today. So, anyways, yeah. Pascal, yeah. Rapunzel's, friend Pascal. So. I have some important errands to run later today. Are the items ready now? Oh, of course. Let me go fetch them for you. I'll just be one moment in the lane. Why is she smiling at me? Here you are, ma'am. Thank you. Ah, that lady was beautiful. Right? Any girl standing next to her becomes hopelessly ugly by comparison. Who is she? She's new around town. Some say that she's a fairy. A fairy? Fairies had saved Angel from the witches 4 years ago. Everyone considered them our saviors, and yet the fairies are still unable to stop the fairy tale curse from spreading. Here you are. Thank you so much. Oh, no, thank you, Viorica. I don't like her name. I hope to drop by again soon. Good, I'll look forward to seeing you again. Oh gosh, storage detective. I was about to say your name's Robert, not anywhere near Fritz. Sorry, I just saw the chat. I hope to see you again soon as well, Rod. Ooh, does she like Rod? Likewise. Hey, he actually talks. It's amazing. Leaving the palace was a bad idea. While I am out, I am the center of attention. Some townsfolk point and stare at me. Most, however, make a point of avoiding me, like I'm the plague. Or you're the princess, so, they just don't want to mess up and get their heads chopped off or anything. There are some spiteful stares, but thankfully none are as nearly as intense as they were 4 years ago. I'm sure the townsfolk are only surprised to see you after so many years. Right. Fritz and Rod lag behind us, which leaves only Emma Lane walking beside me. I cannot decide which is worse, the staring or her company. Oh, calm down, child. Goodness. Oh, Lavanya, look! A street performance! It's been so long since I've last watched one. Street performance? He looks like Alucard from Hellsing. or Sebastian from Black Butler. It's probably because of the eyes. Good day, everyone! My name is Waltz, and I'm here to spread some happiness and magic. Wonder if he's a witch. The boy named Waltz snaps his fingers, and colorful flower petals start to rain down from the sky. Or maybe he's Tuxedo Mask. Like, look at those flowers. Isn't that pretty, Lavanya? And are those the princesses over there? It is an honor to have you in attendance. Please accept this humble gift. He snaps his fingers, and white lilies appear in his hand. Ooh, so pretty. Oh, those lilies remind me of Rapunzel, too. Oh, thank you. He just stares. The boy looks at me as if expecting some kind of reaction. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Alright, story detective. Well, it's cool that you did, 3 videos? Oh my gosh. Dude, calm down. Anyways, I'll see you later, story detective. For everyone else who's watching, thank you for watching. Not you, story detective. No, just kidding. Thank you. When he gets nothing from me, he sighs and gives me a wry smile. I hope to see you again during my next show. We'll definitely try. Aw. He gracefully bows before moving back to his area to perform more magic tricks for a gathering crowd. He probably expected money or for you to say, oh, that's so cool. Just saying. There are performances like this all around, Angel. I love them. Maybe someday we'll get to see some musicians too. Those are my favorite. I do not intend to leave the palace again. But you don't like it out here? Rod and I grew up here. I love Angel, and this is my favorite part of the kingdom. I wanted to share this with you, Lavanya. I know you didn't really want to come, but you still tagged along. Mainly because she was forced to. That means a lot to me, so thank you. I did not do this for you. I'm only here because the king ordered me to go with you. Oh, this? Oh, this right here is your name Peng To? I hope I'm saying that right. Probably not, so I apologize. Anyways, no, this game is a visual novel. I'll probably have to make choices and all that, but nothing like defeating enemies. I did play a game called Grimm's Hollow where it was like defeating enemies and all that, and that was really cool. So if you want something like that, totally check out those live streams. This one though, no, it's just a visual novel, but it's a really pretty visual novel with fairy tale stuff. So it's my jam. I just want us to be closer, Lavanya. I would like to try and be your friend. I do not want or need your friendship. No matter how you act around me, we are not and will never be sisters. I'd take care to remember that if I were you. Oh, she's sad. But Rod suddenly grabs my hand, pulling me away from Emmeline. Stop. He is staring daggers at me. I think this is the first time I've ever seen him angry. Rod, don't. Let me go. Both of you ought to stay away from me. I feel the heavy atmosphere as I turn to look at the people staring at us. Their expressions mirror the looks of disdain I saw years ago. Anger, disgust, hatred. I begin to walk away. Princess, wait! Don't follow me. Princess? He should have followed her. I'm just saying. I adjust my cloak, making sure my face is hidden from view. I never should have left the palace. As I walk around, I watch the people bumbling down the streets. So carefree. They work so hard for so little reward. Well, yes. They could work their entire lives and never have a fraction of what I have, and yet they are happy. And I... Oh. I heard a niece lost her job at the palace. It's true, Crown Princess Lavanya made sure the poor girl was fired. I stop in my tracks at the mention of my name. Not again. A niece? Was that the name of that one maid that tore Delora's dress? If so, my decision to fire her was justified. A palace maid cannot be clumsy. Why should I tolerate poor performance? What did I do that was so wrong? Oh. I know that Anise, hard-working and big-hearted, very good with medicine. Shame she lost her job so quickly. You know how hard the crown princess is to please. My friend at the palace says she doesn't even smile, only goes around with the cold look on her face. It's probably why they call her the Ice Princess. Ice Princess, so all those times I heard the servants saying that, I'd always suspected they were talking about me. She's the complete opposite of our Princess Emmeline. That child's an angel. We all know she should be crown princess. Annoyance begins to simmer inside me. I cannot stand hearing any more, so I walk away. Ever since Emmeline entered my life, I am always being compared to her, and now I have become second best. You were probably always second best, but that's just because of your attitude, but I'm pretty sure we can blame your parents for that one. Just saying. I am Lavanya Riella Breton, daughter of King Gennaro Breton III, and the crown princess of the kingdom of Angel. Yes. Oh, yes. I'm playing the Ice Princess. I'm supposed to be struck down with like a curse. So I'm just like, this is just the beginning. So I'm trying to like work through it. But yeah, she'll get struck down with a curse. But yes. So. But that's why you see, if you ever see diamonds or star-like things, they're actually icicles in the background. I am of royal blood. She's nothing. Yeah, she's had like, if you just got here, so Lavanya, my character that I lovingly named, her mom died 4 years ago, and her dad really never did anything to be like, hey, I still love you. And then he like comes back with a new wife, and like the new wife has 2 kids. So she feels like she's being replaced. So it totally makes sense, like why she doesn't like anyone. Because her dad never like said, hey, I love you. But then again, her dad's the king, so it kind of makes sense. But for her, it's like, no, he hates me, so why should I like him? So And that's how she's always grown up, so why would she know any different? Anyways. There you are. And Fritz is her guard, so. Princess, you must come back with me. It is getting too late for you to remain outside. Princess? Are you all right? Are you hurt? I brush him off and turn away. No need to fuss. Let us return to the palace. Dun dun dun. Ooh, so pretty. Leaving the palace was physically and mentally draining. My bed is welcoming to my unusually heavy body. I turn my head and meet Delora's glassy gaze from where she sits on my shelf. I left the palace today, Delora. It was the same as all those years ago. Everyone looked at me like I was... What have I ever done to deserve those looks? How can I be so hated? Oh, Ice Princess. I wish Mother was here. I look at the smiling faces of my dolls. At least I still have all of you. I yawned and stretched my arms. Good night, Delora. Oh. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Singing, but who? Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I blink my eyes open, only to see Delora sitting right in front of me on my bed. Moonlight spills across her delicate features. How I wonder what you are. Wasn't she on the shelf with all the other dolls when I went to bed? Delora? It's almost time. Oh. I pinch my cheeks to make sure I'm not dreaming. It hurts. Only 10 minutes before the clock strikes 12. Ooh! Can I cosplay her? I hope you are ready, Princess. What? My doll just turned into a human. But how? Who are you? You know who I am. I've been watching you since the day your father gave me to you. What is happening? I don't think I have ever been so confused in my life. That's like me every single day. So, all the answers will come with time. But right now, I am here to give you something, Princess. Oh no! A curse. Gasp. Is this Cinderella's very own glass slipper? It is beautiful, too beautiful. Then the realization begins to dawn upon me. You're a witch! Smart girl, I knew you'd figure that out eventually. Now it's time to say goodbye to your precious crown. What? Aww. It's really pretty though, but dang. Sweet dreams, Cinderella. Ooh, so pretty. I love all the artwork. It's beautiful. Hey, wake up, girl. Huh? Where am I? Oh, my head. You have some nerve sleeping in front of my shop. Leave before a customer sees you. I was in my room. How am I here? Did you not hear what I said? You filthy child. Filthy? You would speak to your crown princess in such a manner. If you're the crown princess, then I'm the queen. You must have been knocked on the head quite hard to have such grand delusions. I am not delusional. I am Lavagna Riella Breton, blood daughter of King Gennaro Breton III, and the crown princess of Angel. I love how she says blood daughter, because she's like, yo, I'm the only one. Right, the king never had a daughter with that witch. Is she referring to Mother? Witch? Don't pretend to be stupid, girl. I can only stare at her, puzzled. Our good king only has stepchildren, Princess Emmeline and Prince Rod. And you are most definitely neither of them. What? Now get gone before you go spouting your crazy gibberish at me, at my customers and scare them away. With a huff, she leaves me to my own rapidly turning thoughts. I quickly realize that I am wearing tattered clothes and that I do not even have shoes on. No. This cannot be happening. Something shines against my chest and I reach up to grab it. It all floods back. Delora being a witch, Cinderella's glass slipper. This is not a dream. Delora gave me the fairy tale curse? My hands began to tremble. I must return to the palace to speak with the king. Ooh, pretty gates. Let me in. Sorry, girl, but this palace is off limits to uninvited guests. You do not understand. I am Crown Princess Lavanya Riella Breton. I must speak with my father. As loath as I am to call him that, I have to. No one will believe me if I am addressing him by title. You best leave now, nice and quiet, before we have to force you. If you would only... Make way for the king! The gates swing open and 3 horses trot out. Soldiers ride 2 of the horses, but the last horse has a different, familiar rider. Father! I immediately move to block the path of his horse. The soldiers move to hold me back. Your Majesty! What is this? Your Majesty, this girl is claiming to be your daughter. Daughter? Both of my stepchildren are in the palace right now. What? Even father is a part of this? Father, you must help. A witch has cursed me. For once in your life, just once, help me. You must believe me. Tell me, where is your family, child? Why are you all alone? He looks at me with pity in his eyes. He's looking at me more kindly as a peasant than he ever did when I was the crown princess and his daughter. Sorry, I was reading something. Anyways. You must be hungry. Take this. Oh, that's nice of him. Just gives away money. Neat. This should feed you and your family for a day or 2. The kingdom offers work opportunities to those who need them. Please let your parents know. I do not want your pity, father. Please escort this girl back to her home. Make sure she gets there safely. At once, your majesty. I watch as my father and his 2 guards ride away on their horses, leaving me to stand in their dust. He left me alone again. No, I don't think the curse changed her appearance. I just think it made everyone who knew her as the princess forget. So, yeah. But that's pretty neat. Or it could have changed her appearance and we just don't know because we haven't stared at ourselves in the mirror yet. So, Where's your home, girl? There's nowhere left for me to go. Father has forgotten me. Leave me. Now look here, our orders were to leave me alone. Suit yourself. Can't say we didn't try. Don't cause any more scenes, little girl. I watch with bleary eyes as the soldiers return to the palace. How can this be happening? I stare at the small pouch in my hands. I do not know what hurts more, the fact that I have just been unceremoniously paraded away from my home like I am nothing more than a piece of garbage, or the fact that my own father does not recognize me. Oh, look at that girl's hideous dress. How difficult it is to be poor. I clutch the pouch closer to my chest as I run to an empty alley. I huddle in a corner, trying to become as small as possible. I squeeze my eyes shut, hoping that when I next open them, everything will be back to normal. A dream? No matter what happens, you must not leave the palace. Why? The world is cruel. People will only ever hurt you. But they are always so nice to me. This is only because you are the crown princess. They will only ever think of what they can take from you. I am trying to protect you, my love. That is why you must never leave the palace. Never leave Mother. I am the only one who will ever love you so much. It also kind of reminds me of Rapunzel, like the Disney version of Rapunzel with Mother Gothel. But, yeah. Do you understand? I understand. Chapter 1. The Marchen. Now we're at Chapter 1. Oh, goodness. So the first chapter took us about an hour. Woo! Sorry, y'all. I had to drink something. And I think my water's like all the way over there. I'm so glad you can't see anything behind me right now. My bed is so messy. Like, my bed's just like right there. And it's so messy because I've been making masks and stuff, so. I mean, it's all clean. You can't tell. Okay, anyways. When I open my eyes, I'm still on the streets. I must have fallen asleep. But the nightmares continue. I'm cold in my rags. I hold myself for warmth, willing some of the cold away, but fail. My feet are numb and in pain, caked in a dirt that I have gathered from walking barefoot around town. Well, there's a frightful sight. Beggar probably thought she could try her luck with the nobility that live around here. Oh, just look how ragged she looks. What are you looking at? At two women that lack the basic manners of a noble upbringing. Oh, snap. Silence, girl. Do you know who you're talking to? No, and I don't care. Gasp. What nerve? Let's just go. There's no reason to stoop to a commoner's level. I will remember you, and once I break this curse, I will make you regret your words. I hope she realizes that's how she treated people. So, it's like, hey, wait a minute. I become acutely aware of the fact that I have not eaten anything for almost a day. I've been sitting here thinking of a new mess that is my life. But moping around will not break my curse. Crying will not help either. I should find that witch first, but how? I have no idea where she is. Delora? I swear I will make you regret doing this. When I find you, I will find food first. Is this all the king thinks I am worth? Leave, girl. A dirty peasant like you has no place in this restaurant. But why? I can pay. Find another place. You're scaring away my customers. Am I not a customer? Shoot, there's nothing for you here. He just swatted me away like a fly. The nerve. Sensing that this will get me nowhere, I ball my hands into fists and walk away. I get the same treatment at the next 3 restaurants I try. I am treated as something less than dirt, like my money has no real value. I am the crown princess. They have no right to turn me away like this. I have been eating stale bread, anything to keep the hunger at bay. The bread barely helps. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bakery. There are croissants on display that make my mouth water. Slowly, I begin to make my way over there. Ow! My feet ache with every step. They look and feel even worse than before. If only I had enough coins for a pair of shoes. Yeah, I was about to suggest that, like, hey, you could buy yourself a pair of shoes. And then I'm like, they're probably way too expensive. But food is more important. If the rags that I am wearing and the pouch of money are all I have, then I need to prioritize. I will die before I beg. 2 croissants. You'll need to pay, girl. There are no free handouts here. I take a coin from my pouch and hand it to her. This should be more than enough. The shop owner stares at the coin before reluctantly taking it. She hands me 2 croissants in a paper bag. I will not ask where you get those coins. Are you implying that I stole them? How else would a beggar like you get that amount of coin? Now be off with you, child. I won't have you scaring away any other customers. Well, if the coin only got her 2 croissants, it must not be worth that much. So why is your money worthless? Anyways, it's like Zimbabwe money. Without another word, I turn and start to walk away from the woman. So this is the goodness of the people of Angel. I take a bite out of one of the croissants, cringing a little at the dryness. Hey, girl. What now? We saw you at that shop. Want to share how you got your coins there? Excuse me? Look at her, brushing us off like she's royalty or something. Let me go. You ain't no better than us. Now be a good girl and hand over that pouch. The man on my left grabs at my pouch and attempts to yank it away from me. I will not let these brutes take anything from me. I elbow the man in the stomach, then aim to kick the other man's shin. I have an opening and I take it. What? I pull myself free and begin to run as fast as I can. Hey! Where do I go? I am not familiar with these streets at all. It's highly likely that I'm just going to hit a dead end. Where should I go? Oh, no. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, make him pay $50 every day. My money says to pick the very best one, and you are not it, you dirty. Let's pick this one. Probably screwed up. Hey, this way. Yes, I didn't screw up. No time to talk, princess. How do you know who I am? There's another one. Stop running, you two. Okay, he might be a witch himself or a fairy. So, yeah, I'm just saying. Come on. The boy grabs my wrist and pulls me after him. He takes off with a sudden burst of speed, and then I am running even faster than I just was. I am not entirely convinced following him is a good idea, but at least the boy seems to have a better sense of direction than me. Oh, our running causes rocks in the pathway to come loose before I notice them in my path. I step down hard on them. A sharp pain shoots up my foot, and I collapse to the ground. It hurts. Princess! I try to stand, but the pain in my feet is unbearable. I fall back down to the dirt with a gasp. I can't. We've got you now. Just hand over your coins and neither of you will get hurt. I won't let you touch her. Ha, says the little boy. Well, well, well. What is this ghastly sight before me? Sorry, that was like way too loud. Two adults threatening a child and a lady? How very ungentlemanly. What are the likes of you even doing around in this neighborhood? You asking to get fleeced? Asking? Perhaps I am in the mood for a scuffle. He reminds me of the really pretty lady from before. I'm not joking. The nobleman brandishes his sword, his expression confident, maybe even cocky. Show me what you got, sirs, and please don't bore me. Who are these people? Also, another thing I say every day. I ain't dealing with this for the money. He's got a sword. What? Come back here, you coward. The two of us can take him. Dude, he has a sword. I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy. This is way too much for a little gold. You're late. Sorry, kid. You know how hard it is for me to be invisible around here. Wait, what did you just call me? At ease, small one. People also called me that. I'm like, dude, I'm not that short. I'm only 5 foot, okay? Much taller than the door. Okay. These two know each other? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding and my feet feel simultaneously like they are frozen and on fire. My stomach rumbles, the hunger coming back with a vengeance. My body feels light. Hey, princess. Princess! Calm down, Parfait. Calm down. Parfait will be able to help her. I thought he was calling Waltz Parfait for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. But for now, we need to move before anyone else sees us. Yeah. Don't worry, you're safe now. You have made the right choice. Woo! The crystal on the upper right corner indicates that you have made the right choice for a particular love interest. Oh no. Each color corresponds to a certain love interest. They also appear belatedly after you make a choice, so keep your eyes and ears open. Oh, great. Well, at least it's the right choice. Wonder if it's for Waltz then, so, because he's here. Watch him be like, yeah, I'm actually like 20, even though he's really short or something. You're safe now. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Sorry. I'm like, oh no. Lavanya. Everything's fading. Wait. Okay, no. Sorry. Thought I could do something. A dream? Why is that in your hands, Lavanya? It was her. I just wanted to help, but it died. It's all my fault. It is not your fault, my love. It died because it was weak. But this is the world, Lavanya. Only the strong survive. The weak get cast aside to die. You are not weak. You are strong, my crown princess, and you do not cry. Now wipe your tears. I don't want to see you cry again. Do you understand? So not only was her mother the only parent she had around, her mother was also the one's like, yep, no, you're not gonna do this. Weak people don't do this. So yeah, no wonder why she's messed up, you know? And this is why instead of putting a curse on people, maybe you could give them counseling instead. Yes. Now get rid of that thing and wash your hands. Did you not hear me, child? Yes, mother. Yay, it's a room with a roof over my head. Thank goodness. Oh, you're awake. Oh, she's really pretty. Aw. Oh, look at her sleeves. Those are adorable. Not only do they look like flowers, but they have flowers on them. So, beautiful. Perfect choice. Where am I? Well, this isn't my room. My head flies to my chest. Oh, my hand. My hand flies to my chest, where the little glass slipper hangs from my neck. Still here. Are you okay, miss? This girl is the maid that tore Delora's dress. The one I fired for her clumsiness. Miss? To think that I would meet her again here like this. Leave me alone. Glare, Right, of course. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help the pain. Now what? I like how her hair has slightly changed. It's really pretty. Of course, I think everything in this is really pretty. Haven't thought at all, have you, Ice Princess? You. Suddenly, there she is. Delora stands before me with a snide smile, looking happy with herself. She is the cause of everything I had been through. All the pain, heartache, and hunger. It is her fault. I try to stand, thinking to give the witch a piece of my mind, but as soon as my feet touch the floor, pain shoots up my legs. I end up falling back to the bed. Ow! You should be more grateful to the girl you just scared away. She's been taking care of you for the past 2 days. 2 days? I've been passed out for 2 days? I'm suddenly vibrating with anger. Remove the curse. Now. Ha! Do you think you can just command me to remove the curse in your best princess voice? What do you want? Gold? What I want is worth more than all the gold you could summon in Angel, princess. Besides, haven't you read your fairy tales? The caster cannot take the curse back. You need to focus on breaking the curse yourself if you want your life back. Mother burned the books before I could read more than 1 or 2 of them. I do not think either involved curses, just genies and trading away your voice for legs. Oh, like she doesn't know any. I do not know any involved any curses, just genies and trading away your voice for legs, which that one is Little Mermaid, of course. Oh, she's really, really pretty. Look at that. That's adorable. Ah, it's good that you're awake, princess. Parfait, you should really be up. Should you really be up and about? Wait, is Parfait a fairy then? Don't fuss. I'm feeling much better. Are you a witch as well? Oh no, my name is Parfait, and I am fairy. Oh, I was right. A witch and a fairy in one room, being friendly with one another, impossible. So I think like witches and fairies, like for the most part, are pretty chill with each other. It's just humans that kind of screwed everything over. Oh, look at her face. You weren't expecting that at all, were you, princess? What is going on? I'm sure you have many questions, princess. How do you know I am the princess? Don't be silly. She's a fairy. Of course she knows. I promise we'll do our best to answer your questions. I don't even know where to start. What would you like to know? Why was I cursed? How do I break the curse? What happens if I don't break the curse? Why are you two working together? So, perfectly beautiful. She was cursed because she was being a butt. She breaks the curse by being nice to people. What happens if she don't break the curse? Well, she's going to stay that way or die. And why are they working together? Because they're besties. Let's see how good I am. Why was I cursed? Seriously? You really going to ask that? Yes. I wouldn't have asked if I knew the answer. You have such a temper on you. Very well, this one's got a simple answer. It's because you're a cold-hearted, cruel, wicked princess who deserves to be punished. Delora! A curse is the only way to force you to change your horrid ways. Delora, you could have put it that more nicely. I'm pretty sure I was already being nice. Change? Why do I need a change? Are you completely unaware of how heartless you are to other people? The coldness you show to your stepfamily and to your father? The way you treat Princess Emmeline? Why would they need to be treated any differently? You need to prove that you have some goodness in you, princess, some smidge of kindness. Why? People only show you kindness when they want something from you. The instant they get what they want, they'll just throw you away. Gasp. Because, that's what her mom taught her, so of course she thinks that too. What else would you like to know? How do I break the curse? The necklace you got is one of Cinderella's glass slippers. Oh, I keep touching the wrong button. Sorry. To break the curse, you must get the second slipper, complete the pair. And how do I do that? By doing 3 good deeds. Oh, only 3? Okay. What? It's a very easy thing to do. At least for someone who knows how to be good. 3 good deeds. What does that even mean? I wouldn't even know where to start. Say, hey, nice dress. Okay. Take heart, princess. Goodness is innate in everyone. Are you sure that's the case with this one? Delora, you're not helping. I'm a witch, and I think I have more goodness in my big toe than she has in her entire body. Now you're just being mean. For every good deed you accomplish, you will get a piece of the glass slipper. When you have gotten all 3, you'll complete the pair, and the curse will be broken. Simple. I suggest you start by polishing that attitude of yours. What else would you like to know? What happens if I don't break the curse? I think you know the answer to that one already, princess. I die? Okay, yeah, I'll probably stay the way I am. What else would you like to know? Why are you two working together? To answer that, we'll have to give you a bit of a history lesson. Oh, I've got this. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals. Dramatics aside, there is one crystal in the kingdom called the Crystallum Lucis. It is powered by happiness and love. The other one is Crystallum Tenebrarum, powered by fear and anger. The strongest of the witches is the Tenebrarum bearer. The strongest of the fairies is the Lucius bearer. Parfait is the Lucius bearer. I take in Parfait's frail and sickly appearance. Okay. Yeah, okay. She kind of looks sickly. Never mind. Like under her eyes a little bit. She's the strongest fairy? It's probably because happiness doesn't reign. The Great War greatly damaged me. My powers are a fraction of what they used to be. And with no child, I have no successor to my burden. What does a bearer do? The bearers regulate the energy of the crystals and keep the balance between darkness and light. For centuries, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with humans of the kingdom. Until a certain human decided to be a pest. Who was he? I knew him as Hans Gabriel Grimm. He wrote the fairy tales. At least it wasn't Hans Christian Andersen. He's the one that wrote The Little Mermaid. Or that gained the fairy tales and then actually wrote out a version of The Little Mermaid stuff. And he started the feud between the witches and the fairies in the process. How could a single person have so much power? It was the power of his words. In Grimm's stories, the witches were always evil. The humans naturally grew to fear and hate them. They began to hunt them. Didn't the witches fight back? We aren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm. But that all changed when the Tenebrarum bearer decided revenge was more important than our promise. The witches took over the kingdom. They created the fairy tale curse to spread even more sadness and anger to fill the human heart with negative emotions, all to fuel the power of the Tenebrarum. The delicate balance of harmony between the crystals was broken. The witches and the Tenebrarum grew far stronger than they were ever meant to be. We had no choice but to fight. And then the Great War happened. The Tenebrarum bearer was eventually defeated. The Great War ended with the help of an unexpected ally, but many lives were lost. The good witches suffered horribly. We still have to stay hidden in hopes of having any kind of peace. Are you trying to make me believe that there are good witches? The Tenebrarum can poison a heart and mind into darkness and cruelty. The witches put themselves at risk in working with the Tenebrarum in maintaining harmony. Some inevitably were corrupted. Many good witches were corrupted during the war. Most remain that way. Many do not believe it, but witches can be just as kind as fairies. And yet, it wasn't a fairy that cursed me. I've done good by cursing you, princess. You'll thank me when you've broken it. Delora was not corrupted by the tenebrarum. She is as good as they come. And very well dressed, I should say. Just saying. Hopefully you'll come to see that for yourself. I doubt it. Apart from my own inherent goodness, Parfait and I are working together because we have a common goal, which is to restore the balance between darkness and light. 3 good deeds and I get my life back. Easier said than done. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't she just go to a ball and find a prince? What does doing good have to do with that? Going to a ball, finding a prince, it's all so old-fashioned. No fun in that. Cinderella is a girl with a pure heart. She's always willing to help others, even when they are cruel to her. Anyway, I have brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them on the table. We'll be waiting outside. There are some people I'd like you to meet. She's like, no. I cannot believe this. I look down at my neatly bandaged feet. I have to admit that while sore, they are nowhere near as painful as they had been 2 days before. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Why would she even care? I was the reason she lost her job at the palace. Well, either she doesn't remember that, or she's just kind-hearted anyway. Oh, she probably doesn't remember me as the princess. But still, she has no reason to do such things for me. I ignore the salve for the time being and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. I slowly walk to the table and change into the clothes that have been left there. The dress is nowhere near as luxurious as the ones that I wear in the palace, but still, it is far improved from my rags. There we go. Sometimes I add words, and I'm like, wait a minute. All my life, I've never had to lift a finger, and now, I think it'd be funny if she messed up on her buttons, oh no, I can't do this. I will not let them see how much they have rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me. I will free myself from this curse. She looks really pretty. What is this place? There are several people in the room chatting amiably with each other. I noticed the girl that had left me the salve by the counter serving drinks, but as soon as the people in the room notice me, the room falls into an immediate silence. If that happened, I would be like, and just slowly walk away. It's like, oh, bye. Well, look at what we have here, the Ice Princess herself. Huh? They know who I am? I didn't think it was true. Cursed for her cold-heartedness. As to be expected. You remember who I am, and yet you still treat me like this. Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl. Everyone, please, you shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologize. They mean no offense. I cannot believe that. Not when the people Parfait is referring to simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gazes. What is this place? Welcome to the Marchen Tavern, a home for those with the fairy tale curse. You make it sound like some kind of holiday house. Don't ruin my moment, Delora. Marchen Tavern? The Marchen was built 3 years ago when the number of cursed in jail continued to rise. The goal is to gather those affected so they might help each other break their curse. Of course, I am also here to provide help as necessary. Only the cursed and those allied with our cause can stay here. The evil and the wicked can never find this place. Most of the people here are cursed. How come these people remember who I am? The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten you are the crown princess. But because these people here are cursed, they still remember your title. It goes without saying that fairies and witches are also not affected. Come, princess, let me introduce you to a few boarders we have at the Marchen. Parfait beckons the servant girl over. This is a niece. She helps out in the marching and does most of the cooking. I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. I believe she deserves an apology. Miss Delora, what are you talking about? Don't worry your sweet little head over it. You don't remember what this ice princess did to you. Huh? I have nothing to apologize for. Clumsiness does not befit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary. Well, it's nice to meet you, Princess. I'm Anise Willow. I hope we get along. It's like, Really? This is how you're going to start doing good? I don't believe I asked for your opinion. Please, you two, no fighting. I hold my tongue as Parfait leads me to two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. They're really pretty. They are faces I have seen in the palace before. This is Julian Valiente? Julian Valiente and Garland Belrot. Gasp. How did you know? Oh, Julian, yeah. Both of you were in the Order of Caldera. That's right. They were two of Sir Alcester's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. I only found out recently that it was because they acted against Sir Alcester's orders. They were stripped of their titles and dishonorably discharged from service. What are you two doing here? We help the fairies. They and Anise are exceptions and are allowed in this tavern without the curse. Julian and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the marchand. Protect? From the witches. They'd do anything to make sure their curses remain unbroken. What about you? I am an exception. Also, I'm good. You keep forgetting the good part. Remember, not all witches are evil. Your curse is a test. A test? Originally, the wicked were cursed so that they could learn to change. Their curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I am really only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change. I just want my life back. Well, to do that, you'll have to break your curse. Try and make some friends, Princess. They might be able to help you break your curse. Oh, I'd love to hang around and watch the princess try to be friendly. We have work to do, Delora. Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, Princess. Oh no, come back. Don't leave me here with them. The instant Parfait and Delora leave the room, the temperature drops several degrees. Now that I am alone, I feel the cold stares return. Disgust. Contempt. As if I am the reason they are cursed and have to take refuge in the marchand in the first place. Make friends. All I've ever had are my dolls. I've never needed friends. I will break this curse on my own. I was told it was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, the anger apparent on his face. His hands clench and unclench into fists as he glares at me pointedly. Julian and Garland place themselves in front of me, shielding me from the man. You know the rules. What happened in the past stays in the past. And no one is allowed to harm anyone else in the marchand. If you cannot comply, you are no longer welcome here. No matter, the Ice Princess will get what's coming to her. He throws one last glare at my way before sitting down again. Break the rules and you'll get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone here. Julian's tone is cold and firm. There is no doubt that she means what she says. So these are the great knights of the Order of Caldera. The marchand begins to settle down and everyone eventually goes back to their conversations and meals. I walk toward an empty table, realizing that I am being deliberately ignored. I become immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow when I've only ever left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? The only people who treated me with any respect were Anise, Julian, and Garland. Is it because they cannot remember who I am? Maybe being in the margin is not such a good idea. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. 3 good deeds. How am I supposed to complete 3 when I do not know if I can even accomplish 1? May I join you? I look up and stare in shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away, and she is so gorgeous. I want to cosplay her too. What is she doing here? You were in the toy shop. Ah, yes. I was there picking up some items for a friend. I am humbled you still remember me. Oh, look at her. She sparkles. That's awesome. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma. Your name is Karma? A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no? Karma, your narcissism is going to scare the princess away. Oh, you are that magician boy. Boy? Oh, how appropriate, boy. Call me that one more time and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours. You would hit a lady? How savage. Is she a lady? Anyway, I'm Walt Cresswell. I have the Neverland curse. Oh, so Peter Pan. So he's probably older than he looks then. What about you, princess? What's your fairy tale curse? Does everyone share what their curse is? We talk about it freely in the Marchen. The whole point is helping each other break our curses after all. Hard to do that if we keep our fairy tales quiet. He pauses and then narrows his eyes slightly. Well, some people keep their fairy tales a secret. He eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has anyone managed to break their curse? I've been told that a few have. A few? That's not very reassuring. Well, at least the curses can be broken. I cannot particularly say that reassures me either. What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk about it. Talk to us about it. Tell us what it is. Cinderella. Oh, goodness, Cinderella. That explains the nature of your curse. It's only been reversed, hasn't it? It's been reversed, hasn't it? Riches to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. You really are better off ignoring him. Ahaha! Sorry, princess. He mostly speaks nonsense. I knew it. He was a dude. Because, okay, I watch a crap ton of anime, and a character like this, yeah, smells fishy. So, yeah. No, anyways. I watch a lot of anime, and, there's always some type of character like that. Well, not always, but mostly. And I'm like, you would hit a lady, and when Waltz was yeah, must be a guy. He? Awkward. Princess? Parfait's voice takes me by surprise. I hadn't even noticed her entering the room again. She probably poofs in and out. May I speak with you? Ooh, it's so pretty. Sorry. I'd like you to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him quite well. Is it Fritz? Oh, okay, never mind. It's Rod. Rod? So you really are cursed. I was the one that gave go back. I was the one that gave Sebi to Rod, so he still had a way to voice his opinions. Sebi? Sebastian! Short for Sebastian. Cute, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry. It's nice to meet you, princess. Sebi's voice changes when it greets me. The tone it uses is lower whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps that is what Rod's voice actually sounds like. Okay. Nice to meet you, princess. Okay, there we go. Wait, if he remembers me, does that mean the mermaid's curse? That's neat. I like it. What? That is my curse. Rod has been mute all this time because he is cursed. Yeah, because in the mermaid, she lost her voice to get legs, and she was able to dance and do all that, and beautiful dancing. But every time she walked, it would hurt her feet. So I wonder if Rod has that as well, or if it's just him losing his voice. Does everyone else know? Obviously, they are my family. Even the king? He knows as well. So, am I the only one you never told? I didn't think you'd particularly care either way. He is not wrong, yet I cannot believe I did not know. I was left out once again. What are you doing here? I have been trying to help Rod with his curse. That is why he comes to the marching from time to time. But I don't even want... Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you were truly cursed. I wanted to see it with my own eyes. It was a big surprise when I woke up one day and you weren't in the palace. An even bigger surprise when I found out no one remembered you. It's been days since I was cursed. I wonder, how are things in the palace? Livelier, happier. Happier? I've never seen my family happier than they are now. I'd say it is good that you aren't a princess anymore. I'd always thought Rod didn't really care about me regardless, but this is the truth. So this is how you truly feel. So I have to be cursed for you to open up about how you truly feel. The only reason I didn't say anything earlier was because Emma Lane didn't want me to. I'm happier too now that you're gone. I don't have to pretend to like you anymore. I'm going to return to the palace now. I'm gone and they're all happier. Your very existence has been erased in the palace. They've never known you. That doesn't mean they're happy without you. Even the king. What did I expect? Why did you bring me here? The people in the march and they... I shouldn't have left you alone in there. I'm sorry. You knew how they felt about me. What have I ever done to them? Now isn't the time to explain. When will it ever be the right time? So many things have already happened to you. I need you to be patient, Lavanya. Has the prince left already? Yes, he has. Princess, we'll talk about this. Oh, Princess, we'll talk about this later. For now, you must focus on breaking your curse. Did I miss something? Evil smile. No. Right. Maybe the fairy is right. I don't think I am ready to find out how I made so many people hate me. Well, Parfait, I think it's time we get down to business. What should we do with her? What are you talking about? You, of course. You've got nowhere to go, right? She's right. I think back to the days I spent on the streets and shiver. She was only there like one day. Calm down, child. I will do anything so long as I don't have to go back there. The princess can stay at the Marchen with me and the rest of my boarders. I'd almost forgotten what hope felt like. Oh, but you'll have to work in exchange for a room. I celebrated too soon. What? Magic has its limitations just like anything else. Money doesn't appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy. The Marchen doesn't attract many customers since only the cursed and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed and my funds are tight. I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke? Ouch, even the Ice Princess can tell. And yet you still take people in. That's always been how Parfait operates. She's good-natured to a fault. I'm told suffocating beneath my debt will be what kills me. Why don't you just leave? I assume you make enough to take care of yourself. Leave someone who's in need of help? I could never. And that, Princess, is how goodness works. How goodness works. It's not as if I accept freeloaders. All my boarders help me run the Marchen and do errands. The princess has never worked a day in her life. I doubt she'll be useful. If karma can be useful, anyone can. Oh, snap. I have yet to see karma be anything but useless. Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out. It's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 meals a day. Oh, and shoes. Do I even have a choice? I toss and turn in my bed, unable to fall asleep. I really wish they would give you that choice of staying or not. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy, nothing at all like the bed I had once in the palace. What would I give for my old bed again, for any comforts of home? I miss my dolls. Lady Parfait! Lady Parfait! I sit up immediately. What is going on? I leave my room to investigate. Some of the other march-in boarders, Waltz, Julian, and Garland, are sitting on the settee looking anxious. What's happening? Sorry, did we wake you? No, but the noises Garland was making would have woken the dead. Julian and I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. We brought him here. An injured man? Wait. What were you doing outside? It's almost 1 a.m. Nothing you need to worry about. Lady Parfait and Anise are attending to the man now. These people, will they just help anyone they find on the streets? What if this man is dangerous? Do you think the witches got to him? It's possible. We'll have to find out when he wakes up. The next day, Parfait reveals that the man only suffered minor head injuries. She says that she expects him to wake up soon. I look at the tray of food in my hands. Anise has asked me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I would never have been asked to do this in the palace. Goodness, what's that poor tray done to you to deserve that look? I must say that it's odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone. What do you want? I have something to ask the man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you. If you're going, just bring this tray up yourself. You're not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Miss Lavagna. Come on, our guest must be famished. Seeing no way out, I followed Delora to the spare room the man had been put in. Come in. There's only so many voices I can do, by the way. Oh my gosh, she's pretty. Oh, sorry. Oh, he reminds me so much of the March Hare character in Alice in the Country of Hearts. Elliot. Yes. Oh gosh, adorable. He probably doesn't have ears though, but yes. I thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise, he looks young, probably in his early 20s. He seems lost in his reverie, and as he stares at a small notebook. Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you're awake and breathing. The man looks up at her when she speaks. The instant he sees us, his eyes widen. Why is he staring at us like that? Am I dead? Huh? Because I see some pretty ladies. What? I'm in heaven, or maybe... Oh gosh. You two are angels that have fallen out of it. I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you lovely ladies? Oh, you could join me on this bed. Oh gosh, why? It's very comfortable, and there's plenty of room for the both of you. Oh my gosh. I'll follow your lead on this one, princess. Princess? Ah, of course. Such a beautiful lady could only be a princess. Look at the noble way you hold up that tray. Throw the tray at him, stay silent. Okay, I'm going to stay silent. Your wish is my command and my fate, sweet princess. If you want, you can have him. I'll pass, thanks. Oh, he's awake! Oh, another lovely lady has entered my chambers. Oh, look, he's blushing. Oh my gosh. I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of 3 of you at once. I think I know how Casanova here got those head injuries. Some lady decided she had had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him. Delora, patience. He may not even be in the right state of mind right now. He did take injuries to the head, after all. The man finally stops to just look at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard I almost want to slap him. What? You're familiar. But no, it's impossible. Aren't you the crown princess? What are you doing here? If he knows, then he's... Well, he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. Can only mean one thing if he recognizes the ice princess. What is your name, good sir? I would answer any questions you ask of me, madam, but the man looks down at his notebook in his hand. I don't remember. Amnesia? I know everything about Angel, and yet I don't know the first thing about me. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what fairy tale it is, but I can't. Except for I have the Rumpelstiltskin's curse. Oh, you have to figure out his name. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Rumpelstiltskin? Is that a fairy tale? I knew it. He's got the fairy tale curse. Fairy tale curse? Do you remember how to break it? From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this journal as entries. He shows us the notebook he's been holding on to since we entered the room. My first memory is of waking up and holding this. I thought there would be information in here, but it's empty. Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Lavanya will leave your breakfast here and will give you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Rumpelstiltskin. What is that fairy tale about? Delora does not do a good job of hiding her laughter. She snorts and I cross my arms, embarrassed. Mother burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got a chance to read them all. Fine, I'll keep it short. Once upon a time, there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. Oh, so what we saw wasn't Sleeping Beauty, it was Rumpelstiltskin. Okay. The king found her and locked her up in a tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all the straw in the room into gold. But the girl was just a regular human girl. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold and feared that she would be locked up forever. That was when an odd little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her if she gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released. The second night she was given more straw to spin, and the little man appeared once more. This time she gave him her ring. On the third night, the king ordered her to spin the straw one last time, and if she did, she would be released and made his queen. However, that night, the girl had nothing left to give the little man, so they made an agreement. He would spin the straw into gold so long as she gave him her first child. I personally never understood why the girl would want to marry the king in the first place. Hush, I'm trying to tell a story here. Years passed, and the queen finally gave birth to her first child. That night, the odd little man returned and demanded his due, but the queen didn't want to give up her child. The man then said that he wouldn't take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. Did she guess it? Oh, yeah. The night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn to the forest by the sound of a little voice. She saw the little man celebrating his upcoming victory, singing about how nobody had or would ever guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. He does not sound perfectly smart, or particularly smart. So agrees the general populace. Sometimes I wonder how Hans was able to come up with such tall tales. Well, the Marchen is opening soon. I expect another busy day. Especially busy for you, Lavanya. You need to start coming up with good deeds. Ugh. And... okay, we're going to save here. Yay! Okay, so we're going to save there. Yes. Woohoo! Boop! There we go. Awesome. So thank you all for just, visiting and all that. I'm going to do this again, not tomorrow, but on Thursday. Yeah, because it's Tuesday. Okay. So on Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you all would like to see me keep playing Cinderella Phenomenon, I'll keep playing it. Yes. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy my day off. And when I say that, I mean I'm going to be working all day tomorrow. I need to clean off my bed because it's just fabrics everywhere on it. So yay. So anyways, thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it. And y'all stay safe out there and don't touch anything or stay 6 feet away from everyone. You know, the whole jazz and all that. So yeah. And I'll see y'all later, alligators. Bye-bye.